Oh man. Oh man, I'm so bored. There's like no movies for me to review. What the heck, dude? So sick, dude. This knife is so sick. Big five, $15. It's broken. Look at that. Look at this. Wartech. But I can't play with my broken knife all day. If only there was a movie for me to talk about. Oh, whoa! Whoa, oh my God, what's happening up there? Whoa, oh no! Whoa, whoa, oh my God, this is so crazy. Wow, this is so crazy. Wow, this is so crazy. It's like I was abducted by aliens. Whoa, who's that? What? What's that? I have to review Disclosure Day to get out of your alien spaceship and return to my bedroom? Okay, I'll do that. I'll do that. Yeah, dude. Welcome to a special edition of Movie Reflections Intergalactic. Today, we're talking about the new Steven Spielberg movie, Disclosure Day.
3, 2, 1.
This is Disclosure Day.
I have to review this to sort of get out of the alien spaceship. Listen, okay, to be honest, I was not really looking forward to the movie. It looked kind of bad, and the movie was kind of bad, but it was also kind of funny, and it was refreshing to see Steven Spielberg make a movie that was like completely sincere. It reminded me kind of a different freaking Blue movie, which is Blue Man Group 3, Fire and Ash, because Big Jim Cameron directs with a lot of sincerity and not a kind of like snarky, like there's no indie sleaze snark coming off of these big directors, because they're freaking too old to be like, did I do that? They're too old to say stuff that Stephen Urkel would. So take it or leave it, bro. Yeah, I gotta get this close. If the aliens are gonna let me leave, if I get this close to the camera. I look like a volleyball coach right now. Spoiler alert, Disclosure Day. Everything is disclosed at the end of the movie, and the ending was abrupt and not necessarily, didn't really do it for me. I heard it did it for a lot of other people. Not for this guy. I was kind of like, I wish it came to more of a head, but there are a lot of scenes in the movie that I thought were really well done. Hey, I thought Wyatt Russell was really funny in it. I thought Emily Blunt was really funny in it. And I like her a lot in Smashing Machine. I feel like that's kind of an overlooked performance.
I think it's best if you leave.
We're having a party.
I think her filmography generally has kind of some duds in it. I think her performance in Oppenheimer is just like,
Well,
she's just kind of there. It was really refreshing to see her in a movie where she actually does something, and I thought she was incredible in this.
Daniel Kellner,
Who is this?
do not go back to the house.
Joshua O'Connor, it was a little frustrating that he has this girlfriend who, yeah, I'm frustrated that Josh O'Connor has a girlfriend in this movie, and I'm not in the embrace of his strong arms. What I also found a little frustrating is his girlfriend is, you find out in the movie that she used to be a nun, and famously Josh O'Connor in Knives Out 3 plays a priest. So I kind of didn't like that the movie inadvertently reminded me of Knives Out 3, which, I'm not an expert, is just a really painful watch and not a fun movie to watch, for me at least. I guess Bono's daughter is Josh O'Connor's girlfriend in this. She plays the character Jane? I don't know. I think it is Jane, because she has a scene with Colin Firth, who's really good in this movie, where he's like, Jane, do you really want to not kill your boyfriend? I think you do want to kill your boyfriend. And she's like, maybe I do want to kill my boyfriend. Josh O'Connor, if I was your boyfriend, I would not do that. I would be like, what do you need, Josh? Do you need your protein shake made? Let me make you your protein shake. Let me enable you to be sort of a proto version of Edward Snowden, which is basically Josh O'Connor's character in this movie.
What did you steal?
The data they paid me to protect.
There are some excellent set pieces that you'll hear every reviewer ever talk about regarding like a train. You've seen that a little bit in the final trailer. You've heard this take probably a million times if you've listened to any other review of this movie, which is that the final trailer reveals too much of it. which if you haven't seen that trailer but you're thinking of watching the movie, you're probably like one of 5 people, because this review is coming out kind of late in terms of when the movie has come out. So I'm not really sure why you wouldn't have already seen the movie already. Colman Domingo is in it. I really appreciate him as an actor. I suffered through the last season of Euphoria and thought he was one of the best parts of it. So it was really nice to see him in a big movie like this, and I think he does an excellent job as always. It is just incredible how warm he is on screen. I've also heard the take that his character is quite underwritten, and I would agree with that, but I also think Colman Domingo is an amazing actor who's able to really fill out a lot of gaps in an underwritten character.
People keep wondering, encountering the unknown. They are starved for the truth.
What's also cool about this movie is the camera work. It's clear that this Stefan Spielberg guy knows where to put the camera and how to move it, so there are some definitely undeniable sequences of camera movement that make kind of underwritten scenes very entertaining. And dude, freaking movies are back in the theater. Spoiler alert, like the disclosure at the end is kind of like, who cares? And it's a lot of like people pressing buttons and sending a Kansas City, Missouri newscast to New York. And that felt very, 2011, but hey dude, I like 2011. The best picture that year was it King's Speech? It's my guess. I've heard people complain about the CGI animals.
For me, I'm less obsessed about the reality of UFOs or not, but by this terrible CGI animated animals.
Even though, spoiler alert, it's explained that that's how the aliens represent themselves to human beings or children to like get them to trust the aliens. And I guess in this movie, the aliens are like chill and don't want to like hurt you. They just want to like examine you. Although a kind of a little unfortunate coincidence in terms of my movie watching is that I very recently watched the movie Mysterious Skin by Greg Araki, which I thought was really just an incredible movie. That movie also has a recurring sequence involving kids who think they've been abducted, and maybe they have, maybe they haven't.
Summer I was 8 years old. 5 hours disappeared from my life. 5 hours gone without a trace.
I'll let you watch the movie. I highly recommend it. Mysterious Skin, one more time. It's kind of intense, blah, 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 blah. And so I couldn't help but think of that in, spoiler alert, the ending sequence where you realize Josh O'Connor and Emily Blunt's character had met as children because they were abducted at the same time. Because Mysterious Skin, if you've seen that movie, has a really similar freaking plot reveal at the end. I don't know if the aliens will let me leave at this point, but I genuinely don't know if there's anything else to say other than there's a great shot that wraps around Josh O'Connor while he's in a field of wheat, and he has that like burner phone with a little extra antennae thing that I thought was really fun. So yeah, I'd recommend this movie. I would give it 5 spaceships out of 5. It is kind of goofy at the end, but hey dude, it's Stefan Spielberg. He also made a different Goofy movie. He made the Goofy movie, actually. Steven Spielberg directed the Goofy movie. Oh, whoa, 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 what's going on? Whoa, oh my God, thank God. Thank God, oh my God, that was, wow, I was really scared, and I think I just learned so much about. Thanks for watching Movie Reflections Intergalactic. To recap, today I was abducted by real aliens in real life. And because of this experience, I'm never going to be the same again. Thank you so much for watching this show, and we'll see you on the next one.